Hey guys, welcome. This is Prank Kids,
Yep.
and it's not Ryan this time. It's Justin.
Yep, honored to be the first guest here.
Yeah, you may recognize him from a different video. I don't know the orders we're going in, but if not, though, this might be your first time hearing him. I don't know.
Yep, so let's just jump in. Let's get 3 of every Prank Kids main deck monster.
Now, why is that?
Well, you want to open one.
Because there's a new card, right?
Yeah. The Link 1, we're promoting Phantom Rage here, so
Yeah. Meow meow. How many of that are we playing? 3?
we're going to go 2.
Oh, okay. So
The
you
third,
lied
the
then.
third hardly comes up, but, you know, things could change.
Yeah, so if anyone doesn't know, this new one just takes a level 4 lower Prank Kids monster, so you can just normal any of these and link
Yes.
them away, which they all get effects when they're sent to grave by
Yeah. Link or Fusion Summon.
Link or Fusion. Yeah, so this will trigger them, and then I guess its other effect is cool too.
Yeah, you get a second, like, Raigeki or Harpy's Feather Duster.
So it doesn't need an effect. It could have been a vanilla monster.
Absolutely. But, you know,
It's a nice bonus.
Konami was generous this time.
All right, so we got 2 Meow Meows.
Yep, we're going to go Instant Fusion.
Ooh, okay.
And even though it's at 1, it's still cool to have.
Yeah, because there is a Prank Kids target for that.
Yep. And then we're going to go 3 Polymerization.
Probably should actually spell it
Yeah.
on here. There we go. Which
Yep.
art would you like?
I use the different, that one.
That one? Alright. Now,
Got,
you need this because even though you can link one into these things to get them off, it's still good to be able to...
Well, if you open that with 2 Prank Kids, you get, like, the Toad play. And then if you don't have that, you have to use the Prank Kid Fusion spell, which I guess we could do next.
Yeah, that locks you into Prank Kids,
Yeah, it locks
right?
you into Prank Kids, so opening Poly is just better.
So let's see. What is it? Pandemonium.
Yep.
How many of that are we doing?
I like to do 3. Some people do 2 because it's searchable, but, like,
It's good to have.
these cards are just good to draw.
Yeah.
So, and then we can 3 of the field spell.
Prank Kids Place.
Yep.
So this is a field spell that searches something.
It searches the
It's
one
really
Prank
original
Kids.
in that
Yep.
regard.
And then and it chain blocks, so that's
Yeah.
pretty good. Terraforming, search it.
Alright, so we're playing a 4th Prank Kids Place.
Absolutely. Prank Kids Plan, the trap. This one lets you link summon on your opponent's turn.
And also...
Yeah, before the Link one came out, it was a little tough to like do. It wasn't really worth it. But now everything's possible. 'cause
So
we
like
have it.
you can, the ideal thing would be linking to Rip Roar and Roaster.
Yeah, that was very difficult before.
And it has a graveyard effect too that
Yep, which is why I run 2 of them. If it's engraved, you banish it, and then you can shuffle any amount of Prank Kids. Your opponent's monsters lose 100 attack.
which is nice, but I think the main thing is to just shuffle the Prank
Yeah,
Kids
it's
back.
it's for the recycle, but you never know. I play the 1 Called by the Grave because I mean, you know,
Why not?
yeah, cool to have.
You already have a Saki one of in here, so
Exactly. And then let's see, Prank Kids. What is it called?
is it the other spell?
Yeah. I think
The
it's pranks. Yeah.
yeah. So this one you discard and make a Prank Kids.
You
token.
discard a Prank Kids card, which isn't too good.
Yeah.
But you get a token. That effect doesn't really come up, but it's still a good card to have because in the end phase you could shuffle 3 back from the grave and draw a card. So
So it helps you recycle and try and draw
yeah,
into hand
ideally
traps.
you draw into a hand trap.
So how many of this?
I would play 2.
All right.
It could be at 1, but 2 is I think pretty good.
All right. Now what about the
And
what
then
about the extra
The
deck
extra
monster?
deck is 2 of the Rocket Ride. This is the instant fusion target.
Yeah. I mean, I guess technically he is too, right?
Yeah, but he only works on your opponent's turn.
Yeah.
So. 2 of the Rocket Ride.
Also super poly targets. In
Yes.
case anyone's wondering.
1 of the Weather Washer, which is the same as Rocket Ride, but for your opponent's turn.
Yeah.
And they can be destroyed by battle when you use that. And then we're going to go 2 of the Rooster, Dodo Doodle Doo.
Now this one searches
Yep,
a.
that one searches.
So
and
this is how you get to your trap or your
spell.
fusion spell.
Yep.
Or I guess one of these if you already have everything.
And then you tag it out to add 2 from grave on your turn. And then the Bow Wow Bark, 2 of those. That does the same as the Rooster, but on your opponent's turn, minus the search.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And then we're going to go the 1
Rip
Harpy's
Roar.
Feather. Yep. Rip Roar and Roaster.
Yeah, aka Harpy's Feather Duster.
And then this effect actually comes up sometimes if it's sent to the grave by your opponent's card effect. Target any card in the graveyard except a Link monster and add it to your hand.
Oh,
which
That's
is
pretty good.
Yep, because a
You
lot
can
of
get
people
back like Pandemonium or something.
a lot of people hand trap it, destroy it, something. So, and then one of the Battle Butler.
So now Battle Butler is really what synergizes really well with the new Link monster.
Absolutely.
Because he has to tribute himself to
Well,
Raigeki.
they all do that, but
Yeah. But he tributes to Raigeki, and then this Meow Meow you can banish it from grave instead of
Yes.
tributing.
same with the Rip Roaring Roaster. It's Harpy's Feather Duster tributes itself, so
And I believe this is not once per turn, right?
no, so you can just do it twice.
Yeah.
And then he has the other effect. If he's sent by your opponent's card effect, you can target any non-fusion in the grave special it. So you can do the Harpy's Feather Duster, like actually tribute it, and then use, if they destroy him by card effect, you can bring that back and do it
pretty
again.
Yeah, and then it's nice the fusion gets back anything that's not a fusion, and then the Link gets back anything that's not a
Yep.
Link.
And then we're going to go Totally Awesome.
Oh, this is my favorite.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
This is my favorite card in the deck.
Yeah.
I'm assuming just one?
Yep. It's, even though it's at 2, we play 1.
Yeah.
You can only get it with Poly. It plays with, so if you open Poly with 2 Prankids, you can get this out before being Nibiru'd.
So that's because I noticed the deck's pretty weak to Nibiru if you don't
It's
get this.
absolutely weak to Nibiru.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go a Nightmare Phoenix.
I also imagine Abyss Dweller's kind of annoying too.
Yeah, absolutely. So Nightmare Phoenix, this could honestly be anything, but this deck is not necessarily great against back row going second.
Yeah, because I mean, really, this is the only
Yes.
in archetype way to do it, and this is not something you can get out like instantly.
No, absolutely not. So, and if they interrupt your normal summons, a lot of the times that really hurts. So, Nightmare Phoenix is good. And then we have like 2 spots left that can honestly be up to your choice.
So
You could
how realistic is like Unicorn access code? Probably pretty easy to do, right?
Yes, it's pretty possible. Yeah, we can do that. Or Verte is another choice
Oh yeah,
because they are a fusion deck.
we could even throw
The one Thunder Dragon fusion.
we could even throw a stupid Dragoon in here, right?
You could, but a lot of the times the only cards you have left in hand are a hand trap or a Prankid that you're gonna fuse with.
Yeah,
So it's not the best. You could though.
and it might not be worth running the 3 bricks.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely not. So
So the reason we do Thunder Dragon Fusion though is because Battle Butler is a Thunder monster.
yes. So you will have all of them in grave at some point in the combo. So it just shuffles them back, and then next turn you can search the Wind one, Fansies.
Yeah.
Because that's the Thunder.
Yeah. So if Colossus was still a thing,
So like, let's say you go first, and then your opponent somewhat breaks the board. As long as you have 2 prank kits to go into this Verte, you could just dump the Thunder Dragon Fusion and have the Raigeki.
all right. So we still have 1 spot left.
Yep. So that could be a third of something of one of those prank kids. A second maybe of the Battle Butler can come up.
We could just, for even more ways to get rid of back row,
Yep.
just play a Unicorn. For now, we can
Yeah,
always
I don't
change
know.
it by the end of this.
I don't know how often those will come up, because honestly, even the Nightmare Phoenix doesn't come up too often, but you never know. It's good to have.
Yeah, you're mostly summoning prank kids, other than the Totally Awesome, if that comes up.
Yeah. And then for the main deck, to finish it up, it's usually just, hand traps or triple T. And you-
We probably want some back row,
yeah, Cosmic Cyclones.
especially because we can't out the Buster Lock,
Absolutely not.
and we can't really out a Mystic Mine.
Nope.
So I'm gonna put 2 Cosmic in here. I'm just gonna put Harpies in the side deck for now, and then if we decide we have room for it, we can throw it in.
Yeah, I'm not the best with the EDO meta, so
Yeah, we might face some really random stuff.
I have seen the other episodes,
Yeah.
so
We've yet to face Mystic Mine so far. Well, as of recording this, maybe we did in a different episode.
yeah.
I don't know.
Hopefully Jacob didn't just jinx it, because that will not be a matchup.
That's
worth
why we
showing.
have these. All right, so we have 9 spots left, and they
Um,
literally can just be any kind of.
Yeah, they
disruption.
can be, imperm.
So I think Ash, especially on
Yes.
EDO Pro, Ash is probably the safest, most consistent hand trap you're gonna get. Because when we tried to film the Winged Dragon and Ra episode, Ryan had like Nibiru's Phantasmes,
Yeah.
and we never used them.
Okay.
We used the Nibiru once on a Lightsworn player. That was it.
Well, Nibiru is kind of a toss-up, because if you use the Prankid's fusion card on your opponent's turn,
Yeah.
you're locked in a Prankid, so you wouldn't be able to Nibiru after.
And I think Impermanence is probably pretty safe too.
Yes.
Because if there's some kind of floodgate in the spell and trap zone that we can't get rid of, that is technically a slow way to shut it off.
Yeah. Or you could always substitute those for Veilers or run
Yeah.
Veilers with them, because a lot of the times when you draw, because Roxy's draws you a card, and so does the Prank Kids Pranks. Yeah.
And you thin out quite a few
so
cards out of your deck.
The chances to draw a hand trap are there, so
Yeah.
preferably a hand trap you could use like Ash Blossom, for example.
So yeah, what I'm thinking is either this is going against what you just said, but this is a possibility.
Yeah.
Or
Just because going second again is very hard.
yeah, or this just because this goes into what you were saying, where you can draw one that you can use.
Yep. So we have how many spots left?
We have
more
3,
spots.
so I think we gotta pick one.
Yeah. What does the EDO meta really consist of?
There actually we might run into a bunch of Numeron stuff.
Okay.
So we could go like 2 Veiler and like an Ogre or something.
Okay.
Or like 2 Ogre,
Yeah.
1 Veiler or something like that. Ogre is surprisingly consistent sometimes on EDO Pro. So I'm gonna do at least 1 and 1, and then we just decide what the last one is.
My vote would be, we have Imperm, which is very close, so I guess we can go Ogre.
Yeah, I think that's probably fine. And then this is just stuff. If anyone's considering taking stuff out, these are things you could put in.
And then you could also put Dragoon in.
Yeah, you could put the Dragoon stuff. I'm gonna just put that in the options down here. And then like, especially since you're already running Verte anyways.
Oh, do you have the Boral Sword in the extra deck?
No.
Oh, okay, so I guess that would be the
Buy
Unicorn.
Unicorn.
Yeah. Because this deck uses Boral Sword more than Access Code because it just comes up way easier.
Oh, I remember seeing this. All right, Boral Sword. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, but like you could put Dragoon. You could probably even put Dark Ruler, honestly. If you're that worried.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't main it.
You
on,
definitely can.
I definitely would not main that on EDO Pro, but.
So can you still do damage? Just not. You can't do battle damage or any.
No, they just take no damage. So that is kind of a.
Okay, because Lampsies does attempt to burn for 500, I think.
Yeah, they just won't take the 500
Yeah.
at that point. But
well, I think you can choose to not. I think it says you can. Yeah, you can inflict 500, and then you can special Prank Kid.
Yeah, so I may be wrong. Who knows? But also, if you don't want that, you could do droplets, I guess. Although you kind of need a lot of cards in your hand.
Yeah, especially if you open Poly, that's 3 cards. You need 2 Prank Kids in Poly. So.
I think Alpha is okay, probably. Right, Beast King Alpha.
Yeah, I mean he's a pretty generic good card. So
yeah, him Pankratops. Just take these out. I think. Just Alpha and Pankratops, honestly.
Yeah, hand advantage in this deck is very important, which is why we don't play Twin Twister instead of Cosmic, because you kind of need every card.
And you could even play, if you wanted to, you could put like Lightning Storm in here, I guess.
Oh yeah, that can work.
This is pretty versatile again, especially if you face like Eldritch. It's good to banish the spells and traps instead.
Yeah, because that match also is a nightmare, so.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, anything else you want to say about it?
The deck, it kind of speaks for itself. You normal summon, and then you link. You probably win in time if your opponent plays slow.
Yeah, which won't come up here.
Yeah, which won't come up here. And I don't condone playing slow, so Konami, if you're watching this.
Yeah, I don't think you even need to with this deck. It's pretty. It can put up basically like Boral Sword and a bunch of crap pretty easily. I remember watching it versus Thunder Dragons, and they just instant Boral load take Colossus.
Going second, though, can be an absolute nightmare. So this Link 1 also makes you fit hand traps. You don't have to put bad cards in the deck now.
Yeah, because I remember you used to run, like, Keeper of the Swamp and Invocation and stuff, just because it was so important to get Polymerization.
Yeah, if you didn't get Polymerization or the Prank Kids Fusion card, you couldn't play.
Yeah. And then Instant Fusion's almost like having
there used to be 3 of that, so it was better.
Yeah.
But it going to 1, but us getting a Link 1,
I just think this is crazy because Konami always gives legacy support to like old archetypes, and it's always like, oh, here's 1 or 2 cards in the core set, and everyone gets super hyped at first, and then it doesn't end up actually making them that much better. But this one actually did, and its effect isn't even that great.
Yeah, this deck, all it's ever needed was a Link 1, and it changes the deck completely.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. You will see this very soon, hopefully.
Yep, well, we'll hope for the best.
We'll have Ryan, if he ever shows up.
Yeah. We'll have him play. He'll get lost.
I'll probably get lost too. Although I think this makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. We're scooping now. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.